Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are going to be looking at what news broke today in the stock market. So essentially what happened today is President Trump tweeted something to the effect of the China trade war deal may not get done until after the 2020 election, which is about a little under a year away, which is a very long time for there to be this speculation. So as you guys see, the Dow did drop quite a bit today in reaction to that. But before we get right into it, go ahead and if you haven't already, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel as well. As we continue to climb to 100 subscribers by the end of the year, which is still very doable, but let's just try to pick things up a little bit and see where we head, okay? And I apologize for the last video not having a thumbnail. For some reason, the application that I used wasn't working properly, and this video may not have a thumbnail either. I'm trying my best to get one uploaded for the last video, and we'll see if this one ends up with one or not. So let's get right into it. As you guys see, the Dow dropped about 280 points, or about 1%, and I believe they've been on a 3-day skid. Yeah, as you guys see from here down to there, and I think they even lost on Saturday. Well, I guess it's Friday as well. So Friday they were right about here, and then they dropped. So yeah, as you guys see there, because it was closed Thanksgiving, it might have even been closed Wednesday as well. So it dropped Friday, drops Monday, and it dropped Tuesday as well. So a 3-day slide, as we see there. And so as what we see is Dow tumbles after Trump says China deal may be best after 2020 election. So let's read this real quick. Stock headed for the 3rd day lost after President Trump said it may take until after the 2020 U.S. election to complete a trade deal with China, while widening his trade war on other fronts to include Brazil, Argentina, and France, which obviously isn't good for free trade. If you look at that, some of these international stocks may be hurt from that. Just normal companies may be hurt from that. So, says you guys can look at the indices there if you want to pause the video. What's driving the market? Stocks hit their lows for the morning session after U.S. Commerce Secretary Wilbur Ross said on CNBC that Trump is serious when he said in London earlier Tuesday that trade talks with China may last past the 2020 election. If you look at that and you see, I think these trade wars have been going on for several months, if not a whole year already. So it's already been a really long time, and it's kind of just dragging the market down. I think the market could be at a couple hundred points above where it is, maybe even 1,000 points above where it is, if it were not for this trade war that's been going on, and it's just kind of weighing everything down, which kind of stinks. And it kind of creates this speculation of whether or not the market's gonna, tumble a little bit, whether a recession's going to come of it, whether some of these stocks aren't going to succeed because they can't get things they need from China or whatever it may be. So we just see a lot of speculation, a lot of negativity in the market, and some days the market may raise 500 points, and the next day it may be down 500 points. So a lot of back and forth in the market from this whole thing. As you guys see here, no deadline from it. In some ways, I think it's better to wait until after the election if you want to know the truth, but I'm not going to say that. I just think that Trump said. So we can keep scrolling. I don't think there's really anything else to look at necessarily. Markets simply aren't priced for a trade deal to be that far in the future, if one can even be struck at all. After weeks of making general positive noises on the deal being very close, there's a real sense now that the deal is not so very near at all, and markets need to reprice. So I believe, major stock indices rallies to a series of record highs, but investors and analysts have warned that the markets could be in the rougher ride, and concrete progress isn't seen ahead of December 15 deadline for another round of U.S. tariffs on China imports. So that is true. There were a lot of rumblings a couple weeks ago, or even a month ago, saying that the deal was getting close to being done. But obviously that isn't true, especially if they have to go on another year. And I think potentially that could hurt Trump's election chances, because he's been running on a strong economy and all these other things, and it has been a very strong economy. But if there is that speculation of this deal not getting done and it kind of dragging out, people may be like, well, we need someone else to come in here and get it done, which could hurt Trump for his re-election chances. So we'll see what happens. Other than that, guys, I think that's the gist of it for today. As you guys see, let's just check the Dow right before it closes one last time. Down 263. It has made a little bit of a rebound from where it was, down almost 300 points. at the low today. So, well, actually, the low it says was 27,325, which would be down about 500 points, maybe a little less, maybe about 450. So that's quite a big move. So it's rebounded a little bit. So we'll just see what happens. Just be patient in the market, guys. It's been a wild time to be in the market, as I've said in several of my previous videos. So just hold on, buy and hold if you have to. If you do find a good deal, I haven't found a lot of great deals. I've seen a couple, but I've just been kind of sitting on the sidelines, which isn't the greatest thing in the world, but the market's just in a very interesting place right now. If you guys want me to make a video on my opinions on the current state of the market, let me know in the comment section below. Like I said earlier, if you haven't already, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel to become a member of the finance family. And until next time, guys, happy investing.